Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Johannes. I'm a graduate student in Mathematics Education Study Program, a graduate school, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, Bandung. This is an honor for me to attend this prestigious conference. And in this opportunity, I would like to present our research paper entitled Analysis of the Indicators Forming the Mathematical Resilience of High School Students. The first one about introductions. As we know that mathematics is still considered as one of the subjects that has many demands, and it is quite problematic because students will experience challenges or difficulties in understanding concepts and applying them to solve problems. Resilience is a person's capacity to face and find solutions to problems in order to provide positive responses in difficult circumstances that may arise. And this attitude aims to strengthen students to overcome difficult conditions and to deal with various challenges that may arise, especially when studying mathematics. And mathematical resilience ability can be measured through several indicators that form the ability. Uh, Based on the previous research about mathematical resilience, it is found that there were various and different factors in the formations of mathematical resilience. If we look the Hutauruk study in 2020, found that there were 9 indicators that form mathematical resilience. Meanwhile, a study conducted by Wibowo et al. In 2018 found that there were 6 indicators which were simplified into 3 factors forming mathematical resilience. Thus, it is necessary to conduct more comprehensive study to analyze the indicators that form mathematical resilience in high school students. This analysis study was conducted to find out the indicators forming the mathematical resilience of high school students. The second about method, the research method used in this study is quantitative descriptive research method, and the subject and place of the study is 110 grade 11 students in one of the high school in Pekanbaru City, Riau, Indonesia. And the instrument used in this study is a mathematical resilience scale questionnaire, where it is consists of 25 items which the sub-indicator of the indicators were disclosed by Sumarmo et al. 2019. And it is consists of 4 categories of Likert scale, namely strongly agree, agree, disagree, and strongly disagree, with score 1 to 4. And for the analysis data, it is using the confirmatory factor analysis or CFA technique, where several requirements need to be fulfilled before the factor analysis is carried out. The first one is normality data assumption. The second is determinant of correlation metric test. The third is the Kaiser-Meyer-Olkin measure of sampling or KMO test. The fourth is the Bartlett test of sphericity. And the fifth is the measuring sampling test adequacy or MSA. The analysis data is carried out and assisted by SPSS software 24.0. And then the result and discussions based on the determinant of correlation metric test. The value of the determinant of correlation test results is 1.995 exponent negative 7, which is close to 0. This means there is a relationship between the variables forming the mathematical resilience. Move to the second step, the Kaiser-Meyer-Olkin measure of sampling or KMO test. The KMO assumption test must meet the condition of the value obtained must be more than 0.5. And the result, the KMO test result was 0.695 greater than 0.5. This means that the KMO assumption test has been met. And then move to the third step, the Bartlett test of sphericity. The Bartlett test must be a significant value obtained less than 0.05 or alpha equals to 5%. And then the result, the Bartlett test result was 0.000 less than 0.05. This means that Bartlett test has been met. And then move to the fourth step, the measuring sample test adequacy or MSA. If the MSA value obtained is greater than 0.5, then the variable can be used. And the result, it is obtained that all variables entered have a value of MSA greater than 0.5, so that all variables can be used in factor analysis. And then because all of the prerequisite assumptions have been met, a factor analysis process can be carried out. The factor analysis was done by several steps. The first one is see the results of communalities. If the extraction value obtained is greater than 0.5, it can be said that variable can explain the factor. And the result, it is obtained that all variables have an extraction value greater than 0.5. That means each of these variables can explain the mathematical resilience forming factor. And then move to the second step, see the value of total variance explained. The number of factors can be determined by looking at how many components whose total value is more than or equal to 1 contained in the initial eigenvalues column. And the result, it is found that there are 7 components which total value in the initial eigenvalues column more than or equal to 1. This means that 7 main factors can be formulated that build the mathematical resilience ability. A cumulative value of 69.773 means that the 7 factors formed are able to explain the mathematical resilience capability of 69.773%, while the rest 30.227% are explained by other factors. And then the third step is doing the factor loading analysis. This analysis is conducted by looking at the largest correlation value of each factor form. And it is found that the factor 1 consists of 6 forming variables, factor 2 consists of 5, factor 3 consists of 5, factor 4 consists of 3, factor 5 consists of 2, factor 6 consists of 2, and factor 7 consists of 2. And after grouping the variables against the factor, then the details of each of the factors forming the mathematical resilience can be made. And based on the results, the previous results, we can formulate 7 main factors forming the ability of mathematical resilience. The factor 1 becomes the first indicator of mathematical resilience. It is having confidence and accuracy to be able to solve mathematical problems, both individually and in discussion. Factor 2 becomes the second indicator. It is being aware of the possibility of challenges and failures in trying to understand a mathematical concept. Factor 3 becomes the third indicator. It is realizing that it is important to use various sources to understand mathematics with more confidence, even though it may lead to boredom. And then factor 4 becomes the fourth indicator. It is having the awareness to dare to face challenges, not giving up easily, and understanding the feeling of others. And factor 5 becomes the fifth indicator. It is being aware that socializing in learning can suppress insecurity or lack of confidence. The factor 6 becomes the sixth indicator. It is having a desire to learn with friends who are more able and not afraid of criticism. And then the last factor 7 becomes the seventh indicator. It is knowing the things needed to support a more comprehensive understanding of a mathematical concept. This finding is in line with a result of Reivik and Shettle that reveal mathematical resilience was formed into 7 factors. And then from this finding related to the finding of Reivik and Shettle, we can find that the first indicator related to the self-efficacy, and then the second indicator related to the causal analysis, the third indicator related to the optimism, the fourth indicator related to the impulse control, the fifth indicator related to the empathy, the sixth indicator related to the emotional regulations, and the seventh indicator related to the reaching out. And then this is the conclusion and acknowledgement. As we know that from the previous explanations, there are 7 main indicators that form the ability mathematical resilience in high school students. I have read the 7 main indicators, and then you can see from this slide. And these indicators can be used as a basis for further research on a mathematical resilience analysis in high school students. And before I end this presentations, I would like to thank the students and the teachers for their participations in this study. And also thank you for LPDP for funding this study. I think that's all for my presentations today. If you have any suggestions or questions, please let me know. And thank you for your attentions. Goodbye.